Welcome to Enginova Studio, where stories become journeys and inspiration takes center stage. Let's embark on this exciting journey together, where every story is a stepping stone toward collective empowerment. Upon completing my postgraduate studies from the very first day after leaving college, I was absolutely certain that a conventional 9 to 5 job was not the path for me throughout my life. I held a persistent desire to pursue something distinct from the ordinary. I joined a sales company but simultaneously made the choice to enter a reality show. Taking it seriously, I dedicated 6 months to rigorous preparations for the auditions. During this period, I engaged in various activities such as intense physical workouts, traveled on my bike to different cities, and participated in adventure sports like jumping and rock climbing. I previously prepared over 50 topics for the auditions, pouring my heart and soul into the process. This attempt held deep significance for me. After the reality show team announced the audition dates, I traveled across the country participating in all the auditions, but unfortunately, I did not qualify. It was a disheartening experience, but I refused to give up. Without halting my preparations, a year later, when the reality show team released audition dates again, I keenly participated in auditions across all cities. On my return to my hometown after facing yet another rejection, I made a firm decision to stop auditioning altogether. However, a call from a friend encouraged me not to give up and to try once more. The desperate financial constraints, we decided to go for it. With no funds for tickets, we opted to sit by the pathways of the bus for 26 hours. It was during this journey that I pinned down suggestions on paper, planning how the reality show could enhance its operational method. The following day, we arrived for the auditions. In the interview, I presented my plan to the instructor late at night around 3 a.m. They called me to notify that they wanted me back the next day for the final interview. I initially recall that night I slept on a bus stop, clinging to the hope for the trains I envisioned many months prior. The following morning, I arrived for the final interview at a hotel. It was my turn, and as I faced the judges, something peculiar happened. I went blank for those crucial 30 minutes. When questioned about the plan I had presented on paper, the judges asked if I thought I was better than them. Politely, I responded, explaining that my suggestions were just that, and I had emphasized at the bottom that these ideas required expert advice from individuals like them. However, my interviewer took a turn for a worse. One of the judges raised their voice, even punishing me down from my chair. Within this disorder, I made a conscious decision not to argue further. It seems their behavior was more for the sake of rating than a genuine acceptance of advice. Disheartened, I left the hotel. The following day, I returned to my hometown and resumed my job. However, I felt an unstable tension, anticipating the disclosure of my interview video. Nights became restless, with sleep escaping me. Upon the release of my interview video, my friends and relatives witnessed my meditations on a remote television channels. The experience was deeply embarrassing for me, leading to teasing and an unscrapable scenes of negativity. These negative vibes persisted for a disheartening 10 months. One day, an old teacher reached out to me and invited me to meet. During our conversation, he inquired about my negative mindset. He offered motivation, assuming me that it was okay, considering the hard work I had invested in pursuing my lifelong dreams. He shared an insightful perspective, mentioning that 90% of those who teased me were never true friends. They were only around during good times. The remaining 10% still supporting me were the genuine friends. He encouraged me to publicly embrace my failure, emphasizing that acknowledging one's own setbacks openly is an act of tremendous courage. Once again, I turned my focus inward, and after a few months, I commenced delivering motivational sessions in colleges and universities. It was just a smooth journey to secure invitations, as most institutions preferred speakers with 10 to 15 years of experience or notable designations. However, undiscouraged, I persisted after 3 to 4 months of constant follow-ups, colleges being to respond positively, extending invitations for motivational sessions. During these talks, I honestly share my experience from the reality show, detailing how that particular setbacks transformed my life and more. I began receiving positive feedback from colleges, which surfaced the way for a smoother journey. Calls started pouring in from numerous colleges and universities across the country. Over the next 2 years, I conducted over 250 motivational sessions in more than 200 colleges and universities. After a few years, I authored my initial motivational book. Would you believe it when I shared that when one of the judges learned about my journey, he extended an innovation. He not only invited me, but also graciously accepted my autograph book. What's more, he took the time to introduce me live on his Twitter handle with pride. It emerged on me that he too possessed a generous heart. It became clear that his actions during the interview were not personal, rather they were part of the show's dynamics. I transitioned entirely into writing, crafting scripts, composing lyrics, and weaving stories. Since then, I have encountered a multitude of experiences, both positive and challenging. It is beneficial for a writer to collect a wealth of experiences. I have come to understand that having faith in oneself and in the effort put forth is essential. Whatever happens is for the best, and I want everyone to adopt this idea. And last thing, I am not sharing this stuff to showing anything good about me. I am just sharing because I was feeling low from last few weeks that were my life taking me. I just thought to share it and wanted to get some positive vibes. Social lessons and practical actions if you are facing similar situations. Number 1. Pursue passion with persistence. Lesson: trust your instinct and pursue what you are truly passionate about. Practical steps: identify your passions, set clear goals, and persistently work towards them, even in the face of obstacles. Number 2. Embrace rejections as learning opportunities. Lesson: rejections are not the end, but a chance to learn and improve. Practical steps: analyze the reasons for rejection, adapt your approach, and use feedback as a tool for growth. Number 3. Perceive desperate challenges. Lesson: challenges are inevitable. What matters is how you respond to them. Practical steps: develop resilience, find alternative solutions, and keep moving forward despite difficulties. Number 4. Turn setbacks into opportunities. Lesson: a setback can be a stepping stone to something greater. Practical steps: look for opportunities within challenges, brainstorm alternative paths, and stay open to new possibilities. Number 5. Seek support for true friends and mentors. Lesson: genuine relationships provide invaluable support during tough times. Practical steps: surround yourself with a supportive network, seek advice for mentors, and maintain relationships with those who genuinely care about your well-being. Number 6. Learn from criticism but stay true to yourself. Lesson: criticism can offer valuable insights, but it is crucial to stay authentic. Personal steps: assess constructive criticism objectively, make necessary improvements, but don't compromise your core values and identity. Number 7. Transform adversity into motivation. Lesson: use negative experience as fuel for positive change. Practical steps: channel frustrations into determination, set new goals, and work towards achieving them with renewed energy. Number 8. Embrace failure openly. Lesson: acknowledging failure with courage is a powerful act. Practical steps: be open about your failure, share your experience, and use them as a platform to inspire and motivate others. Number 9. Focus on personal growth. Lesson: personal growth often emerges from challenges and setbacks. Practical steps: continuously work on self-improvement, reflect on your experiences, and learn from both success and failures. Number 10. Share your journey to inspire others. Lesson: your story can inspire and positively impact others. Practical steps: share your experiences openly, whether through speaking, engagements, writing, or other mediums, to uplift and motivate those facing similar challenges. Number 11. Maintain faith in yourself. Lesson: believe in your abilities and have faith in the efforts you put forth. Practical steps: cultivate self-confidence, celebrate small victories, and remind yourself of your strengths during challenging times. Number 12. Be open to evolving. Lesson: people and situations may change, so be open to evolving perspectives. Practical steps: embrace growth, adapt to changing circumstances, and be willing to reevaluate your goals and aspirations. Number 13. Embrace the power of positive beliefs. Lesson: having faith in oneself is a powerful mindset. Practical steps: cultivate a positive mindset, practice gratitude, and focus on the lessons and opportunities embedded in every experience. Number 14. Reach out for support during low moments. Lesson: it's okay to seek support when feeling low. Practical steps: talk to friends, family, or mentors about your struggles, seek professional guidance if needed, and remember that asking for help is a sign of strength. Ingenova Studio believes in the power of shared experiences to inspire and uplift others facing challenges. We encourage our audience to join the conversation by sharing their stories, traumas, and struggles at email address provided in video description. Your narratives can be powerful catalyst for change, fostering a community where individuals learn from one another and offer support during difficult times. Together, we can create a platform for discussion, understanding, and positive feedback. Let your voice be heard, and let's build a community that thrives on empathy, shared wisdom, and collective strength. Share your stories with Ingenova Studio, and let's journey towards growth and empowerment together.